Last Sunday, I came to church, and as I pulled into the parking lot, I looked, and right there it was, a tall boy of Budweiser. There was the can of Budweiser laying right there beside my truck, and I had to make a decision. Do I want to pick it up and carry it to the trash can, or do I want to leave it in the church's parking lot? Well, I made the decision that I would pick it up, and I carried it. I had to walk all the way from the parking lot all the way to the dumpster, past all three buildings. And as I was walking with that tall boy Budweiser can, I thought, I wonder what people think when they see the preacher walking with his Budweiser can in his hand. You know, sometimes there's things in which we do that maybe would become a stumbling block for others. You know, today Paul is going to be writing about food and food that was sacrificed to idols. And it was a question in the church, should they eat it, should they not? And Paul says, listen, it's not an idol. We know that there's only one God. And then he says in verse 9 this, he says, be careful, however, that the exercise of your freedom does not become a stumbling block to the weak. Paul is saying here that, listen, you may do things that are fine for you, but do they affect your witness? Would you be comfortable with your preacher knowing what you're doing outside of church? Paul says also this at the end of this chapter in verse 13, therefore, if what I eat causes my brother to fall into sin, I will never eat meat again, so that I will not cause him to fall. Today, as you look at the areas in your life, things that you might be doing, or maybe you're not doing, would your preacher be proud of you? Think about that. Or worse, would you be happy to see your preacher doing it? We'll see you tomorrow.